I know.
All right, and I think we're live. Let's make sure Twitch can hear us. Hello, Twitch.
Normally, I just stare at production and be like, "Are we live?"
Are we live?
Yeah,
Caden,
but
what's up?
well, we have introduced like a weird.
Oh, it is live. It is. It really is live. Wow.
I can hear you.
Dad.
Nice.
All right, cool.
Okay, well, I guess we'll get started right away.
Yep.
Welcome to the podcast, episode 6 of Roaming the Rift. My name is Cryptic with my co-host here,
Burn victim.
and then today we have a very esteemed guest in the commissioner here, Vindy. And I honestly can't tell you how many times when we actually record the podcast that we screw up the intro. So it's really nice to get it right on a live.
Yeah.
Well,
casting
and
here.
especially with it being live, it's like we're not gonna like turn the stream
It's
off.
like we're just gonna
do it
start
again.
over in a second here.
We
Right.
promise this is the first and only take.
Yeah,
Awesome.
I've done like 2 other of these with you, and yeah,
It was rough.
Oh, guys, hey, an hour in.
Yeah,
I didn't hit record. Ooh.
Yikes. Anyways, so basically, for those of you who are here, how it'll work is we're just going to kind of chat about things that pop up in Twitch chat. If you guys have questions, please put them down there. If we don't answer them the first time, that means they kind of surpassed all the other chats on our screens. So just,
Or we just didn't want to answer.
yeah,
them.
we just want to answer it. So every 5 minutes, maybe check in. Check in and post it again if we didn't answer it. Otherwise, we're just going to chat about kind of what's been happening in playoffs so far, kind of what's happening next season, and all that nice thing. So, awesome. I guess let's start with our last episode was right before playoffs, correct?
Yeah.
Was it?
And that was
Oh, yeah, it
we,
was.
we
right
didn't,
before
we didn't
seeding
have one in
matches.
playoffs. We were both really busy.
What was that?
We were both really busy. It was really hard to
Yeah,
find time
we've been really busy, but yeah. So we are in the finals this next weekend, and it has been a most exciting season thus far. It gets more hype every season as it goes on. But yeah, so is it kind of what we expected? I kind of looked back actually recently at the Discord to when everyone like the beginning of the season, all rosters were locked in. Everyone was posting like what they think is gonna be it, and for the most part, everyone was wrong.
Everyone was pretty wrong. I know I have an Excel spreadsheet. I asked a few captains that I was talking with on a day, and we all had Alcove in like 3rd and 4th.
like overall.
Yeah. Because we
Yeah.
just thought, okay, Cato was a good player, and he was actually even better than what I thought a lot of people thought he was already.
Mm-hmm.
And then you have Alex, I think Profrog was a question mark, and he performed okay. He didn't wow anybody or anything like that.
Yeah.
But Demon Ruler definitely played a lot better this season than he did last season. And I think when I made that list, we were already like halfway through groups. And so I was like, yeah, I'm expecting like Alcove to
Pop off.
kind of like, yeah, make it in playoffs or like,
Yeah.
be up there. And it did not work out like
The
that
thing
at
that
all.
like sucks about Profrog is like he like slammed it out of the gate with that show match, and like
Yeah.
he never had like a performance like that.
Yeah.
That good.
Well, and so for those of you who don't know, like Alcove as an org is not returning for season 4, mainly for the point that when we started this, it was in the middle of COVID, and so he had a lot of free time, and he was able to play with his friends and stuff. But now that COVID's done, I mean, he's a teacher, so he's like, hey, I can't like compete in the circuit like this anymore. So
Yeah, and that makes sense for
Yeah.
a lot of people.
Mhm.
But from what I hear, there's going to be a new wave of players coming through.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of local, a lot of
Yep.
Midwest. But yeah, Alcove in general, like there was some high expectations. Unfortunately, they didn't really make it. I think that's kind of where a lot of people's lists go awry.
yep,
Um,
yeah.
And they ultimately had a high ceiling, and I hope a lot of their players, even though if Profrog isn't coming back, that a lot of them still play.
Yeah.
Because it's nice to kind of mix up rosters and kind of see what might be best and see if you can make a long-term roster out of a group of 5 people or 4 people even at a time. But that is, very.
I think Alcove like really kind of like the list, people's list there. EXE performed very well in Group B. Unfortunately, things did not work out for them in playoffs. I don't know kind of what happened there.
And they have a lot of good parts. Like, there's
Yeah.
a lot of potential on that team. And I always say, like, Solo Mason somehow gets a lower elo compared to some players.
Yeah.
Team to, like, bust through the top,
Yeah.
the top 4, the top 5. And they ended tied for, we'll just say 5th. They ended 5th.
Yeah, right.
Which is that's still good. That's still in playoffs. That's still
That's the thing is like I
six.
had an old school system. It was way more complex than this system, but of course it made sense to me. But it would reward a team like EXE for not having a really high point cap for making it really far. They would gain like a salary, like money after each season, more money to spend. And like I think I looked at it back like halfway through the season just to see where all these teams were in my head. And like EXE was filthy rich. Like they paid nothing for every win that they got, essentially. Kind of like if anyone's ever watched Travis Gafford, like how much teams spend for a win.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
You
Like
did,
EXE paid dirt. Like they had dirt rent for every single win they got. It was kind of crazy. So like, if there was a system like that, like even though EXE might have ended 5th, I think even towards the end of the season, they still would have like the most money out of any team, even RSH, Roman, SRC, all of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I think the big thing with EXE was like when most teams, especially teams that are like new rosters or very little changes, like you had like very little like roster changes, Cryptic, but like I had a lot. So like my team started off, we're like still trying to become a team when the season actually starts. So we had like a rough start. But EXE just like hit that out of the gate. Like their team coordination was extremely strong.
Absolutely.
But then unfortunately, like as like other teams are like growing more synergy and team coordination, like that wasn't happening for EXE. So unfortunate to see because that team like was really good and like people wanted them to win because they were like because on paper with like the point system like they weren't as worth as much, so they like even though they performed so well early, they always seemed like a little bit like an underdog, at least in my eyes.
Right. Well, and they have really likable players.
Yeah, exactly.
Like their players are active in the circuit.
Everybody super loves Unlimited Ninja. He's the nicest guy ever.
Yeah, everyone loves that guy, dude. Always makes friends with everybody he knows.
Just the nicest
Absolutely.
guy. Like circuit nice guy.
Yep.
I mean, and that I don't know why, but it like makes me in my head because I want to clear. I mean, it clarifies for me and it lets everyone know who's watching. So next season there will be a minor and a major. Minor has a point cap. I don't remember what it is. It's like 220.
It's like 220.
And then major is 280.
Yeah.
But like there's no minimum for major.
There's no minimum, right?
What is 280? Like so I know that 240 was like every team has the entire team is a D4 like 4D4 and 1 Plat 1 was kind of what it came out to.
The new system, D4/D3 is 50 points. So having 5 of those is 250.
So it's like 3D2 players and 1 D4.
You could.
Yeah.
So okay. So I don't want to get too. Let's put it this way, right? So
Tempo Rush is 280.
we can. I do want to talk about this right now. I think it would also be really cool because we just named 2 teams. I think it'd be cool to go through each team. I know we didn't really. Truth be told, we didn't talk a lot about what we were going to talk about before this.
But
But I think talking about each team.
Guys.
I think talking about each team will also like give some people to think of questions to. But real quick, because you did bring it up, so don't get caught up in like what type of team can you build in the major. Major is I'm trying to keep it as open as possible for local players to be able to play and build whatever team they want. So there are, and I haven't told you, don't even know. You might know about this, but you don't know who they are. But there are 2 Masters players that have walked into the arcade because they've heard about us. They don't know any of you. And they heard from friends of a friend that we do like competitive league here. And I told them, I said, hey, I straight up told them, just hang tight. We can get you in the future.
Yeah.
Right? There are other higher ELO players that have asked or have been asked by other players to come in, and I have currently rejected them because I'm not trying to have an arms race, and I'm not trying to have lots of high ELO players come in really quickly, right? I'd like it to be something that's done over time. I think that's the basis for the health. So the major league will speed up that process a little bit, but anyone who's playing in the major league knows what they're getting into, right?
It'll be-
they
it'll
know
be
what they're
tough.
getting into, and it's still Midwestern, right? So, but the minor league is actually the thing I'd want to focus on the most, right? Because one of the problems with the teams that just want to play competitive organized League of Legends is they're expected to perform well into a major team. And I think that feels really bad. And you also have players who could be really good. You're talking like a 50-point player who just doesn't want to try that hard, right? Like that was literally EGL, right? I could probably grind a little more and maybe get into a 45, 50-point ECP rating if I played the
a lot
game
of time.
harder. But it's a lot of time, and we'd have to have dedicated practices. EGL could not practice. Our top laner's on call all the time. Most of my players work for me, so like scheduling them around the arcade was like rough. So we just wanted a really like chill atmosphere.
Yeah.
But we're also playing against teams, some players have like 4 accounts. Like when your jungler is facing Gonzala and you just don't care about the game that much, it just feels really
it feels
bad.
bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Am I sitting on the mic? No. For who? Me?
No, it's on the side.
No, it's on my side. Are we all right? Oh, okay. I might be touching it or something. That's fine.
Well, so we did get 2 questions in chats. I don't know how valid those questions are, but it's can't get lucky every time an RSH downfall.
That is correct. You can't get lucky if
You can't get lucky every time. It does honestly.
Yeah.
stink
Talking
a little
about, we were actually just talking about like the best team in history. I'm pretty sure the highest percent win rate is still Season 1 FN.
It's still Season 1 FN.
bit. I mean,
but-
okay, but
93% win rate.
When we did the math before, you counted only Season 1 FN, but you counted both seasons of RSH.
Well, that's because they didn't make roster changes.
I see.
Yeah, so like 5 guys.
Oh, I see.
Mechanical Reaper says,
I
"Do you
should
foresee-"
actually-
Oh, go ahead.
2 games. So technically, what I'd have to do is, if we were talking about 5 guys, I'd have to eliminate the 2 games that Unlimited Ninja played
Okay, all right,
in
all right. Let's.
the game. So then, instead of 15 out of 16, it'd be 13 out of 14, which is like 92% success rate.
All right.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So
Are we
Mechanical
counting
Reaper,
crazy?
Mechanical Reaper says, "Do you foresee one league, minor or major, becoming way more popular than the other?"
I think personally, if I'm to make a guess, the minor league will become more popular with local people, and the major league will become more popular with Midwestern people.
I think it depends on
And then that might pose an
like,
issue. But
what I think it depends on like your what do you calling more popular. So if you say like what's getting more viewers on Twitch, 100% major.
Oh,
Because
that's
like
true.
we always see that like
People want to watch good League of Legends.
yeah, like people
Yeah.
want to watch the best of the bests.
Yeah.
And so that's
people won't
why
be scratching their heads the whole game like
confused
Right.
Unga Boonga.
Yeah, yeah. I
But-
think both actually will be popular, Reaper. I think it's going to be pretty even. This is why. I think you're going to have players who are going to take seasons on and seasons off. And now that you've had this opportunity, and you got to remember, you can play in both.
Yeah, I'm planning on
Yeah.
playing in both.
Right,
With
so, like-
different rosters. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. So there is the possibility to definitely play on both. I just think it offers a lot of flexibility, and I'm not going to hamstring one or the other. So either of them could grow big. I don't really care
Yeah.
either way. Major will definitely have the money in it. I'm not saying we're not going to do any money in minor, and I speak of this in Season 5. Obviously, Season 4 is free to enter for everyone, but I definitely see Season 5's major as being like, I'm playing for money. We're playing to win. No breathing room.
Yeah.
No, hey, hey, I'll let you play that champ if you let me play this. Minor, I don't care.
Speaking of,
everyone
I'll
just
let
has
you
a good
play
time.
Zach.
Gabe lied to me.
I know he
didn't
banned
get
Shen.
that.
I saw that.
I was
I saw
looking at
that.
that too. I was
Yeah.
like, wait, this is a hoax.
Well, I mean, I just have one more question on that topic. So season 4 is free to enter? Is this more of a like test, or is it like this is how it's going to be?
So season 4 was there to enter because, I mean, all cards on the table right now. I was a little nervous with how many people were dissatisfied with season 3. And so I want to retain, I guess, speaking from a business, like I want to retain my customer base.
Yeah.
And so I don't want to have like any sort of gatekeep in there. And I also just wanted people, I think some people, the amount of minor people that are going to the minor bracket
Yeah.
is probably going to be around half of our current base. And so by making it free with like an RP reward, they feel like, oh, okay, I'm not going to get like, my Shen is, Mechanical's Reaper is probably not going to get, Shen is not going to get banned every single game
He got
now.
Shen one time this
Like he got
season.
once, but
Yeah.
you get my
SK
point, right? Like,
praise.
yeah. You're not, I doubt you're going to see stuff like that.
Yeah.
And so that was one thing. And also, like, I just wanted a break from the intense competition of it all. I think a lot of people just enjoy organized play. So,
Yeah, and to address some question that came in earlier,
Yeah.
Kabas, if you keep complaining, we're gonna start doing sine, cosine, and tangent. But no,
Okay, yeah, that's actually where I draw the line.
he said math was not part of the stream.
Trigonometry is the F.
are you gonna answer that question?
Well, there are two more before. There are two more
As of
before
right
it.
now, because Vindy's playing top lane, I don't regret adding him to my lane. If he was playing a different lane, I'm not going to say what, then I'd
Just
be.
permaban Vindy at the lane. Warwick and
Gilly also had a question about
MVP, yeah,
MVP improved.
Is it
And-
possible for you to scroll up? Can we see that, Caden, or does that not
What was
work?
the last one he said?
Oh, it doesn't work. Okay, no worries.
Oh, I thought it just.
So I think he, Caden, could you read it to us? What Gilio said? It was right.
Did we get any MVP, MIP, or first team announcement?
I think some people kind of threw their like 2 cents in before playoffs, but I don't. Is there anything official? Like, is there like a voting that you want to do?
So last season we did something. Some people didn't like the way it was run. I'm totally open to do something like that. Actually, Gilio was the one who helped me out with it last time.
Oh, yep.
But even he wasn't like totally in love with the way that we did it. So I want to do something. Like I said, part of that fundraiser that we did, the first Realm Warp, is everyone's getting trophies. So season 1, season 2, and season 3 winners are all getting trophies, and the MVP from each winner. Each season is getting a trophy.
Okay.
Who is season 2 MVP?
Zutter.
Okay.
Yep. So and I
That'll be
would,
fun.
I don't have plans for a most improved trophy, but I think it would be cool to have something that says most improved.
Possibly.
I also want, like, in my opinion, most valuable player. When it comes to our circuit, I would like to have like, I got MVP means everything for everything but this, because in my head, because we actually pay players in value, I would like to see like there is the best player in the circuit, but then like who gave you the most bang for your buck?
Yeah.
Like I don't know what we're gonna call that, because everyone calls MVP the best player. So I guess
I
like
know.
the most valuable to have on your team, but I would like to know, like, can we have like something that's called bang for your buck, like player? I don't know, but I would like to have something like that. So
I think that might be a cool idea.
yeah,
And remember, people in chat, if our screen is pretty small, so if
it
your
is pretty
question doesn't
small.
get
Yeah,
answered,
please
just
please
put it
recopy
back.
paste
Otherwise,
it.
we'll be yelling at our stream guy to tell us the questions. Because after that, I don't remember what the other questions after
Yeah,
that
I know.
were.
There was a good one. That,
Yeah, there was. There was.
that
a
I
good
was
one
like,
up
oh,
there.
I want to answer
Most-
that, and I forgot.
That was the economic player.
Most economic player, MEP. That's the.
Oh, okay,
That's
okay.
it. I
kinda
Oh, you
like
can
that.
shrink it down a little bit. That
Oh.
works. There you go.
Oh.
This is hot.
Okay.
Oh.
Fox?
Fictional. We want 5 games with game 5 blind pick.
Yeah,
No.
ZVZ mirror match.
No, that's
Oh,
not.
that was. Oh, I see. I see.
I
what's
don't
going
see
on
that
with
being
one.
very popular. We want every team to be
How?
randomized from the
I mean,
pool
I
of
played in
players.
it. How was the show match between? Like, did that get a lot of viewership? I didn't watch it over.
It was a
over-
me
show
solo
match?
cast.
Oh, it was. Okay.
I enjoyed it, but I was very tired, so it didn't look like I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
But I had fun watching it.
What show
But
match was this?
we did the Try Hard ARAM.
Oh, yeah.
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 I enjoyed watching it. It was actually funny to see 2 Graves players playing Graves
Yeah.
on ARAM.
Yeah.
The
Graves.
builds-
I don't play Graves.
Yeah.
but
I like
Pop off.
I like most economic player, something like that. Executive of the year.
I mean, you can have official trophies and then like do like subcategories if people want more like recognition.
Yeah, sure. I mean, I have like a closet. What do they call it? Like a double lifts trophy closet or something. How it was empty for so long. I have I have a Hall of Fame. I have Hall of Fame inside the Discord, so I'm totally fine adding that stuff. Thoughts on finals. So,
I got a cough.
what do you think about finals there, Cryptic?
I think finals is going to be a banger. I
Okay.
just got water going going down the wrong hole.
What
there,
is Roman's strategy to beat RSH? Please tell Fictional
100%
right now.
pick ban is Malzahar. That's gonna be so cringe.
just just win.
Oh,
Just
okay.
like the Chinese, we just win.
Oh, okay. LPO. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. LPL.
Yeah.
just keep fighting him.
No, I think personally, from my point of view, even though I am on the team that's in finals, it's refreshing to see that it's not SRC, RSH again. That is,
Just because it was
hopeful.
extremely predicted, that's like what everyone thought would be finals. So it's just nice to see something different.
yeah, some sort of thing in there. And then I think that for my team, the team you saw coming into playoffs that got 3-0'd by RSH is a completely different team than the one that beat FN and SRC this past weekend. So I think that
Fired all the employees.
Fired
Fired
all-
new ones.
got to do it. New people on the accounts.
Yep,
Okay.
yep,
No,
yep.
but just I up payroll a little bit, and
It's
Oh,
just
they're
like
trying
a-
harder.
yeah, we're trying
Okay.
harder.
Just like
Alright,
corporate
alright.
Mundo, it's like Mundo only fire half.
That's
of
why.
you.
That's why we
Yeah,
played
yeah.
Mundo one game against
okay,
FN is because
okay.
we had to kind of drop that Easter egg in there.
Sure, got
Corporate
you.
Mundo. But no, I personally think it is very healthy for the league, very hopeful for the league that it is not an SRC RSH finals this year.
Yeah,
Or this
it
season.
is nice. It is nice. I'd put 20 on a 3-0. Oh, Kabas means that too. So
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know.
That's not I'm just typing that. That's like I just put $20 on my wallet under the
3-0
pillow.
3-0 on which team?
Uh,
3-0 Rush?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
Someone's
that is-
3-0ing someone
what
else.
the odds that happens are substantial. He just 2 for 1 right there. He didn't even specify the team.
It's true. It's true. It's true.
Like,
I think
what,
we know
that's
who.
2/5 he makes money, right? So
So it is the box.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, just stop. banging
careful with the
them.
box,
All right,
Fendi.
fair enough.
What do you guys think?
I mean, I hope it goes to 5 games. You probably don't.
Gilio is our biggest fan.
I never doubted
I
him.
never
I
doubt-
never
Dude, he
doubted
was talking
him.
massive shit.
Oh,
with
dude.
the
So I
box.
think,
He showed-
I think
yeah,
this
he
is-
showed me,
So
he
this is a
showed me.
question I'd like to ask you guys because
Okay.
it doesn't. This first question doesn't involve Roman.
Okay.
How similar do you think SRC played versus Roman in comparison to SRC and how they played versus Rush the week before?
I know you casted the game, right? Or you casted
I
the
didn't
game?
cast Rush versus.
I didn't watch the
SRC.
series fully.
It
So
was-
I can't answer this
It
question.
was 5 games.
I know it was 5. That's all I know about it. Like I maybe watched 10 minutes of one game.
So I have to leave my wallet on top of things that I don't want to forget. So I don't even know. I don't remember
And
what
you
SRC's
wanted- and-
strategy. So I will say this. This is my thought to answer Fictional's question. I think Roman will win 1 game, and I think RSH is going to beat them in the lane. So we saw SRC heavily outlaning Roman, right? It's just what we've seen. We've seen it happen time and time again. I think Roman's grouping and walking around strategy is neat. I think it's cool. I do think that if they got every single CS that they hit, why they did that, it could be formidable against RSH. But because their laners don't CS as well as SRC or RSH, I think it's going to be a tough time.
Except for statistically, the Rush balling has never performed well. Especially
This
compared to
season,
SRC.
Decoy is playing much better, and you are not paying attention if you're not watching.
You 2v2 killed them.
I'm a freak. in the bot lane, okay? And me and Ryan are the most aggressive bot lane.
I think
Name someone more aggressive. So don't count it on that. Most AD carries prefer farm over it. Me and Ryan will literally take bad trades that no one's expecting because we don't know we're taking bad trades.
If you're talking
So,
most aggro
I don't-
ADC, we saw Gunman
I don't
Bob
wanna-
actually like out trading Kabas during the entire series last.
that series seemed just very calculated, and Vindy's trades are not calculated.
Yeah, my trades are not calculated. I literally mechanically outfight my way out of most of my situations.
I
so
think in laning phase,
that's why the wallet goes in the fridge, right, Vindy?
I
That's
think
right.
I think how this series is gonna go between Rush and Roman is there will be less kills in the early game because Rush won't make as many mistakes as SRC did. And it's like hardly mistakes, but like especially in the early game, it was also just like proactive plays.
Right.
But I believe that the CS differentials will not be as big.
As I think they will be.
Well,
Or as much of an
yes, but I
impact.
was no like for what you said, but also just like if it's like the CS difference between Cryptic and CLG will not be as big of a CS difference as Cryptic to Shopkeeper.
Oh, I agree.
And
I agree.
And the same thing with Gunman Bob to Kabos versus Gunman Bob and Fictional. So that's why like there were a bunch of times where Roman
Will shit be played in finals, yes or no?
no,
I doubt it.
no, it will not be.
I doubt it.
no. I will bet $20 that you won't ever get shit. Kabos had a $20 bet, and so I'll throw a $20 bet on there. But
Yeah.
so yeah, how those games went was there was a bunch of times where Roman was down like 1.5, 2,000 ish gold, but a lot of that was because of the CS differences. So that won't be as big of an issue. So that'll reduce the goal difference or make it even. And then it just comes down to how much is Rush going to respect the plays that they make. So like, it's pretty like obvious. Like Cryptic leaves lane, goes bot side. Like you need to either TP bot lane to salvage your 2v2 because they will 4-man dive you, or you run away from that tower and you'll lose like 2 waves of farm. So it's like, but it's not gonna be like Kabos and Gabe where they just die to it.
Maybe. We'll see. I mean, yeah. We'll see how it turns out.
I also think
I don't like to. I mean, personally, I don't like to talk about finals like that when you're right here because it just
Dude,
skews
hey.
it a little bit.
Hey.
It just skews it a little bit. I don't know.
It's you guys are opinionated.
Yeah,
that's fine. I
that's
don't care
fine.
if you say my team's gonna get 3-0'd. I mean,
I'm trying to do as much
I
fun-
said
no, I don't.
3-1.
Like, I'm saying
I said
that.
I
don't
know.
care if you say
I'm trying
it.
to like,
get
and that's why I haven't said anything because I don't know. Like, we haven't seen, like you said, Rush versus Roman a couple weeks ago. That Roman team is a lot different than now. Assuming that you guys play as well as you did versus FN and SRC, so it's like it's hard to predict. So I'm just trying to do like as many facts as possible with like the goal differentials. and-
Reaper, I appreciate that outlook.
Yeah, no, literally. I was
Right,
like,
right.
guys, we were
Roman
fifth,
is
like,
actually 100% summer season 10 TSM. You lose to Clutch and you go right back up to finals.
no, wasn't
All
it
right,
like last season too? They lost like 5 games to Golden Guardians in a row. Like they
Did they?
2-0'd
Oh.
Golden Guardians and then like went 0. Like then they got reverse sweeped and then Golden Guardians won the first 2 games of the next set and then they won again. Like they'd lost 5 games.
Oh,
to
that's so
Golden
brutal.
Guardians.
Wow.
That was like our 7-game lose streak in playoffs. But I think ultimately, yeah, if I'm speaking objectively, I can say as an analyst of the circuit that Roman had some good signs versus RSH, but ultimately they lost 0-3. Then they lost to Brave 0-3, and now they're back in. They 3-1. They 3-1 FN. They 3-2 SRC, and they looked a lot better in those games than they did in the first half of the playoffs. So with that in mind, the fact that they didn't look like utter garbage versus RSH is like there could be an upset in the finals.
Could be.
I think
It's not that it's impossible. It's not like EGL somehow made it in against RSH. Who
Yeah.
wins,
Yeah.
right? Like, we're not saying that, but I feel like Kabas and Fictional have similar lane phase. I would give the edge to Kabas, but from playing versus both of them, Fictional does CS well and is very consistent. I would agree that Fictional is very consistent. My thing is, and I don't know where this comes from, I'm going to guess it comes from Fictional and not Peanut, but I think Fictional plays more defensively and wants to guarantee his consistency of like, oh, okay, he got like 8.5 CS per minute up to 20 minutes.
I mean, I think Kabas plays the same way, no?
Yeah, I agree.
And I think-
but Gabe is considerably more aggressive.
We lost Jack Cade.
Yeah.
And I think that
Yeah, you're
Pepsi
fine.
Cola and Gum and Bob both play to
Kill.
show you they're better.
Yeah, they want to kill the lane.
Yeah.
Yep.
I think it's mainly just like they played a team fight, and that's what I like. It's like I understand that Kabas loves his MF, but when you're MF versus Seraphine Ord, that's a sad time.
Yeah.
My feeling no one talks about.
Peanut is
you know,
very
when
good.
you
I've
keep
played with
anime,
Peanut
putting
recently,
down
and I
50
respect
CS.
him a lot. I think that he can 1v2 lanes as the support. I think if you're drafting versus RSH, you have to give counter pick to your support to
Yeah.
try to neutralize that lane.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Peanut and Gabe are tied. I haven't released ECP numbers. I should probably do that tonight because
Right now, pull your phone. Just hold up to the screen.
I'll release them probably tonight.
Yeah.
I think I'm waiting on one last captain.
Who is it? Can we?
Oh, you're really gonna have me name drop publicly?
Name
shame?
drop. Put some pressure on.
No, I'm not gonna do that.
Can I name drop since I have no idea who it is, and that's just
No.
randomly dropping a name?
It's Mega Man.
Oh, Mega Man!
It's not Mega Man.
No,
It's
I
not
was gonna
Mega Man.
say. I was like, if I had to guess anyone, it probably would be Mega Man. But
Mega Man's
Alright,
a 69-point
so-
player.
So
why is it shit?
very original.
Oh yeah, I think.
So I have a question for you, Captain of Roman. Is Bad C returning in season 4? Is that happening?
He's joining ADC Nation.
I'm here to tell everyone Bad C's opinion on this. I'm pretty sure he's fine with me
Yeah,
saying
can
it.
you
so,
speak for him?
He is going to be on. No, he's not going to be on my team next. He is not
Is he
going to
going
play.
into the army?
No.
He's
He
going
is-
into the
no,
army?
I'm kidding. I'm kidding. He's not going. No, I said I was kidding. He's not going to be on in season 4.
No.
And that's a joke.
No,
That's the joke?
That's cap. That is canon. He's not going to play in season 4.
Yeah.
Then
no.
why
joke.
am I even
Okay.
here?
All right.
So what champ will be? We talked about Malzahar. Shen obviously is going to be permabanned. I think
So
that
yeah,
Seraphine
definition of
and
contested
Malzahar.
should be like
Are we allowed to ask questions about the Brave account fiasco?
Uh,
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, you may. You may ask me a question. If I choose not to answer it, please respect that. But
That's-
I can't silence. I mean, it is out there in the open, but
I
I'm
really
trying not to poke
Yeah.
the flames. It it happened. It is what
I mean,
it is.
if
I
you
really
want to
wanna
ask
answer-
mental questions about it, we're your guys for that. But,
yeah. So I guess I didn't really announce this to the circuit that well, but it was decided that Roman and Fire Nation, who Braves did beat, should be able to play that best of 5, which did happen,
Yep.
and that made the most sense to me and to Kabas, who is the other player officer. Oh, that's another thing I haven't officially announced. Waiting for your question, Bob. Basically, Kabas will be the second player officer in season 4, along with Burn Victim. He will be returning as a player officer, and I will be in the shadows. I'm really going to try to, let the foundation that we've built kind of run itself. I'll be around. I'm not playing in season 4, and I seriously doubt I'll even be playing in season 5.
so I'm here is bug video with all your questions.
Can
Yeah,
we
please do
please
not-
go through the
Kabas.
question from Reaper? I love this question.
I
does
started
Reaper
talking
say?
about it.
I know,
and
and
Vindy
then-
got off
Oh
track.
well, no, it was a good question. It was a
Yeah, well,
Um,
question first. Okay, so
I-
most contested.
I
So-
was saying you said Malzahar would be one of them, and you said that'd be really boring.
yeah, as like a half meme, but
Yeah.
like I do think it's
Seraphine, I think will be
Seraphine for sure.
contested. I don't think it'll be. Why are you nodding?
I
Let me finish the sentence.
It's going to be set.
We should
That's the
talk.
answer.
No.
Yeah.
We should talk
Graves,
about like
actually,
100% pick ban because like for champions like Seraphine and Malzahar, I could totally see those champions, at least Seraphine, getting banned more often than they're picked. But I still think it's like a contested pick because like maybe like Red Side like always bans like Seraphine or something. But yeah, I kind of like want to go through like a bunch.
I think your champions to watch honestly are going to be Graves, Malzahar, Seraphine, Scion, and Jinx are going to be the main
You
ones.
think Jinx is going to be big?
What about
I think that's fair.
maybe Ziggs? Maybe.
Shopkeeper will play Ziggs mid
I
lane.
think that
I
I think
think.
that
I
playing
don't
Ziggs
think-
mid is a little rough because like
I don't
all
think
the other
Ziggs-
poke
I don't
mages
think
are
Ziggs mid.
typically
I was
better
thinking
than him.
Ziggs
If you
bot
play him
lane.
bot, you'd probably play him bot.
Okay, this question has been asked so many times. At first, I thought it was memeing,
But the best of 7?
but then I
It's a
realized
best of
I've
9.
never seen anyone do a BO7 though. So is
That
that,
would be
a,
too exhausting.
is that a thing? That doesn't even sound like a
in
thing.
other
But
sports.
the
like
amount of times that people
basketball,
ask me for
Bucks
BO7.
at 6. Bucks at 6.
Now I have thought to myself, would it be really cool to do
No.
a Friday Sunday
No. I still say no. But
best of 9? So
Oh dear lord.
yeah, so a best of
that's
9.
way too commitment for a Sunday.
Well, you're splitting it up into 2 days.
Still too much commitment.
Um,
One and done. One
but-
and done.
Yeah, I also just think that's crazy. I think a BO5 is
Because
that is so. I mean, the amount of calories that even professional chess players burn just sitting there thinking, the amount of calories that you burn in a very intense best of 5 is just.
So you admit that chess is really intense and you don't have a chess sequence.
well, so
This is an LOL podcast. Thank
So
you.
I don't know
very
if you guys
much.
feel the same way. Primarily Burn Victim, but like when we played season 1, like after the games, I was like always shaking. I'm like, I need to go upstairs, drink water, lay on the couch. That's like how I felt. But like now it's just like it's more emotional taxing than physical taxing. Is that like? Does anyone else feel like?
Yeah,
that?
no, I feel that for sure. Like I remember. So like, in season 1 FN, we dumpstered a lot of games. We had like a lot of like close regular season games. But
Like the Calista Nico, of course.
yeah, of course.
of course, that one.
I watch that. We play every like once in a while, the 1v2 in the level 3. Anyways, but I remember. I don't think I've told anybody this except for Mega Man, but
You hear just
when
just
when FN lost that first game to EGL in the finals, I was physically shaking and I was like so nervous. I was like,
I heard
we're
I heard
gonna
some
lose
stuff
this.
that like it was if we won game 2, it was done. The series was done there. He's done.
Yeah, because of mental. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
I was super nervous because I never had a game like that nervous where like I remember going top lane to the Shen Swain lane, dying, and I'm like, wow, this game's actually over. At that point, I knew it was over, and
Yeah.
it's like it's impossible to fight, and we just lost. It's like,
Dude, this is how much I grew as a player. I concocted that draft, and I thought it was the Smurfest thing ever. And
I
now
thought
it's
it
like
was
that
the worst
Yeah, I was
draft
like-
I've
ever.
ever seen.
I was like, that is the
No,
worst.
We are so
I thought it was
lucky.
fine.
Brennan just was like, I am a Super Saiyan for game 1. And
Yeah.
literally like
I
morphed
was-
into a Death Raven.
Dude,
but,
I swear.
I was so mad I had to play against Lucian.
yeah.
Remember when I paused the game because I was like, why did my glacial augment go off? And then I have Comet. I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
Like if 25 minutes in the game, I realized I just have Comet.
That
now.
game 2, we never had better comms in that game 2 because of we lost game 1.
Yeah.
We were like so nervous. Like I remember, oh my god, there's so many like fun season 1 memories. But I remember when you died to the Oran Horn, I told like how much can I swear?
Hey, go for it. I mean,
Okay.
it's
So the Ornhorn comes in through the top side of that dragon like river, and I like Valkyrie forward on and I literally just say after Bear hits that Ornhorn, it's like I'm fucking right now, and then I travel and I think the Caitlyn like goes into the bot lane. And she's running away through the minions, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, I 100% hit this missile," and I hit it blind, and I just walk away. It's like, I'm a fucking badass.
I want to
Yeah, I
answer.
was gonna say we can go
Yeah,
to
yeah,
the-
that's totally
for that
fine.
one.
So Gummin Bob. So to answer that, so unfortunately, I don't actually know how it came out, but basically, one of the 8 players told they ratted essentially. So that's what happened. I had no
There's a
idea.
snitch.
I had talked to the players one-on-one and felt confident enough that I was getting like the truth before anything happened, because obviously Kenny and Averliam were having insane games.
I have a TLDR. There was an imposter among us, and then
Yeah.
someone called an emergency meeting.
Yeah. There was so
for those gamers out there. You know,
so
any gamers in
basically,
the
you
chat?
know, it was very well coordinated between all the players. To the
Brad, he gets it.
and,
They don't know what family means.
Yeah, it was very well coordinated. I did talk to basically every single player. I think, I don't want to give them too much grace because what they did was wrong. But from what I was understanding, it was one or two of them were really prodding the other ones on. And I think they let it get out of hand. And yeah, that's what I think happened. And so I think one of them realized that, hey, we're actually playing for money here. And we're basically stealing. I mean, you're literally stealing money by breaking the rules. So they told.
I think ultimately it just
And unfortunately, I actually don't know who told. All of them said that they didn't do it because no one wants to be snitched
ultimately
out.
it just comes down to the fact that they cheated. Someone
Yep.
came forward, good on them. But
Yeah.
like they
Good
all
on
knew it
whoever
was
came
happening.
forward. They all knew it was happened.
So
Once it got out, I mean, they're always like, yeah, we did it.
doesn't
And
really
honestly, they all kind of felt relieved. I felt like to be done with it. So,
How
yeah.
How long did it go on for? It was just those two
Just
best
the
of
two
fives.
matches.
That's why we
Yeah,
played each other.
so all of them were very consistent. All of their stories were very consistent, and at this point, there's no reason to lie to me anymore. So they did not do anything until Alco forfeited. That was when they realized that, oh, well, now we're actually playing for money.
yeah.
So once Alco forfeited, that's when stuff went
Because they thought
south.
they were gonna get bodied by Alcove.
Right.
We good there? I'm good there. We good
Yeah,
there?
I'm good there.
Awesome. We did get a question on RSH draft. Well, what do we
was
think
the
of
RSH
RSH draft?
draft question?
I think one of their strengths is they have a lot of things they can go for. They have a lot of different styles they can play.
Yeah.
I think ultimately it all just comes down to, just strong laning and then just win through gold.
I was gonna say I think it's mainly through like top jungle, like for sure. But like all of them are solid laners, and they do have like good team coordination, so that just makes like the game easy.
I just want to answer Gilio's question. So does the snitch get to stay in the circuit?
I lied.
Does he get witness protection? So no, I still wouldn't allow that person to stay in the circuit. But as much as this probably doesn't matter to fucking anybody, I definitely would respect them a hell of a lot. I don't even know who it was, and whoever did it, I know I can guess what was going through their heads and why they didn't. So I still wouldn't allow them in. They still had the opportunity to say no, we shouldn't do this, right? That was the part. So just because you're guilted into do something doesn't mean that you made the right choices. So yeah.
Yeah. RSH draft. Let's
Yeah.
commit to this.
Yeah.
Commit to
I'm
this.
not.
I know,
Listen, guys.
I know.
I'm not that shy from it. I just, to be perfectly frank, like it was all of them were in on it, but it was a couple of players who were really pushing for it, and I do kind of, from what I learned, and I'm not going to get all into everything. I do feel a little bad for the situation. I'm just glad it's over. It's done with. We've decided to, we're not paying out Braves' portion. We're just going to roll it into Season 4, and we're going to give more RP to winning to the major and minor brackets. So the arcade isn't keeping that money. We decided that we're going to add it into the Season 4 payout. So, yeah. Alrighty. So anyways, I think we're good with that. So yeah.
RSH draft. I gave my tidbit earlier. You guys have any opinions
We're
on that?
talking strictly about drafting.
Yeah, just their drafting, because that's kind of what they're like. They're like, oh, I mean, we'll just outdraft everyone anyways, which I don't think is necessarily always the case.
I
just
think against a lot of the teams in this circuit, they could do wonky drafts to get like a counter pick. So like say, I think for like recency bias, I'll say like the Roman game 1 with the Mordekaiser jungle is like a rush type of draft, where you throw something wonky into the draft.
for them, it's Graves Seraphine usually is what they go for to flex. Their flex picks is what
I mean,
what
like
you're
yeah,
saying.
that's what it is. Like you pick something, and against any other team in the circuit, it's like that is going in X lane. But because it's rush, it's like that's a flex.
Yeah.
And it's because for most of the teams, they are that much better than other teams. But I don't think they can do it against Roman. Where like I don't think the flex will be that much more beneficial. Cause like, yeah, I don't know.
Rule number 1: don't draft a linear comp. Yeah. I mean, when you're facing RSH, the problem with facing, Zutter, I feel like in Season 2 got the most attention, but now more people look towards Kino to carry that team. And the problem playing against Kino is he'll play everything from Mordekaiser to Karma
To Yon.
to Yon to Lulu.
Yeah,
like he'll just literally play like whatever I feel like Shopkeeper tells him to do,
when we were
and he can play all of it very well. And so it's really, really difficult to know like what am I facing up here? Like
Kinda.
you feel like you always have to play a tank into Kino because you don't want to get absolutely trashed by picking like a fighter, and then he picks like Lulu or Karma or something like that, and you're like, ugh. So it's like you're just safe going for like a tank.
When
don't
we were
know.
doing our draft prep versus RSH for the first game, Kino played a unique champion every single game of the regular
Yeah,
season.
he plays unique. Yeah, exactly.
Every single game was a unique
Yep.
champion.
That doesn't even
So- Yeah,
surprise
but,
me.
like,
It's like, yeah, we're just not going to be a top laners.
Yeah, there's no reason to. Like he'll
To be
play whatever
fair,
he
like-
wants, and he plays them all well.
I'm trying to think about.
Except for Warwick, I've been telling him to come to
Someone
Vindy's
get on that
church.
train.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, to be fair though, like, I mean, this might be a bold statement, maybe not.
We love bold statements here.
But I think Kino can play like any champion he wants because he's that much better than every top laner in the circuit except for Alex. And like we saw Alex get the better side of that matchup one match, and we saw Kino get the better side of that matchup another match. But like I think of like he played like, so for example when Rush played against EGL, yeah, Gilly was still like really like pretty good, and like Kino got the upper hand. Like Kino is a lot better than Gilly is. Like Gilly had some crazy plays in the Silas, but like that was the Yon game. It's like I don't know. He's that
think-
much better than Gilly that he can do that like weird shit.
It's really hard when you evaluating like a player's skill, because like right now Gilio's average ECP is 50. Kino's I haven't seen it, but it's either 55 or 60.
Yep.
So it's, but like when you look at Alex has the same ECP, I'm pretty sure, as Kino. I think they're both going to level at 55.
Okay.
You know, but like Alex and Kino are two completely different players. They're the furthest away from each other that I think you could be. They're just literally like saying it. Yeah, they're just completely different players that bring completely different things to teams with their gameplay.
Yeah.
And you're paying the same price. So it's almost like, what do I want out of my top lane here? Like for me, I prefer to play the game standard, very standard front to back. So like I would prefer Alex over Kino. But that also depends, who do I have on my team? Who am I pairing Kino with? You know? Like I probably want Gensnala or, rest in peace, IPT Kennedy Zong with Kino. But with Alex, I want I'm gonna want Zutter. Because I think Zutter plays a very controlled way of and farms well and stuff like that. So it's like, you know,
Yeah.
yeah, I would pay to see a show match between, like, you know, Kino and Midnight or Kino and Nala with Alex and Zutter, and like build a team around. Like, I think that would be a hype BO5. Watching that top side do their thing with each other. So, anyways, that's my thought.
We should do that show match. Like literally, we should do a show match of like
I would love to do like a super high elo.
yeah, just be like
Yeah.
have like two captains like in house, and be but like take
Oh,
like
just-
everybody
yes,
in the
just
circuit
draft.
and
Yeah.
and draft.
Yeah.
Be like, who's your number one pick? Like if it's like me and Cryptic, like I'm like team A captain. Is like, who do I want on my team? And then you get two picks.
Well,
That'd
see,
be an insane show match.
that would be the most fair way to run this circuit. What to do a big player draft on a day, all the captains get in.
It's the most fair.
It's the most fair. It would be the most balanced. But the problem is, and we know this, is if a circuit goes on for too long, you'll get personality clash. Will be the number one thing that will tear a team apart.
Yep.
And I mean, there are certain players in this circuit I could not play with. I absolutely could not play with, and that goes for everybody. Scheduling would also be difficult. I think it would be great, and I do have plans for an online Realm Warp, where it is straight up. It's a snake draft through how many teams we have, and you're only playing for one day, so people can man
Yeah.
up and play on any team for a day. But
Especially because
Yeah.
like that's like well in advance. People are signing up for that, so that would totally be fine.
yeah. Let's see here. Silas versus Yon is a who? I don't
There's
know.
a skill matchup.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Roman can draft the same way they did versus us. I don't think RSH players will like the way other teams play. I don't know what that comment's in reference to.
That's in reference to like the draft. If RSH players are put with, other players in the league, they won't.
Oh,
like the way they play.
sure. Yeah. In full team, that would be crazy fictional agency. We all have the same goals in mind. Yeah, I mean, we could do like, what, Brad?
I mean, I feel like
Oof.
I don't know. I just like the comments like that RSH players won't like the way people think. Like, let's call them out. I'm just saying like that's the way SRC and RSH or RMN like that's the way every team thinks. Like we have our style. We have the way we have our goals during the game.
It would be
There's just different ways
interesting.
to look at the game.
Yeah, it would be interesting to throw players together though, and like see, like
Kinda, yeah.
I look at it from like my angle. Like I'm like, man, I would really like to see like these guys playing on this team, and like if they were intentionally trying to work together and not like, oh, I don't like the thing that he said, so fuck him. I'm not gonna work with him anymore.
Yeah.
Like if they're all like legitimately trying to work towards a goal, and like you just make it like a weekend tournament, like. I think that would be really, really cool. I think that would be so awesome. So,
What has had a larger impact in the games you have watched? Dragon stacking or double rifting? So, in the regular season, I think there was only one game that deviated from this pattern where the team who won the game in the regular season got either 2 heralds or a herald and a baron. And if you get 2 purple objectives, you win the game. Is basically like and there's only one game that deviated from it.
Okay.
So that's interesting in itself. However, I think that in this current meta, it is better to dragon stack because usually if you get herald, especially second herald, like you can easily trade a tower on the other side of the map for it. And like, what are you up 200 gold, 250 gold? Like that's it. That's all you got for it. And that's like a lot of time spent to do that, while the enemy jungler just got your bottom side. Right.
I think at least in my mind, it just depends on like what side is like weak side versus strong side. So like, I could 100% rush just like wanting to play for Herald all the time because like your strong side of the map is top side like most of the time. If bot like not to say bot side is weak, but like if bot side wins, it's because of the 2v2, not because like there's other ganks. I feel most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
Where like Kino gold leads are bigger, and it's been more successful, at least in my eyes, for putting even more resources into him to like crash a herald, get plates and whatnot. So
Kabas, it's just, I mean, to be honest, if I did a weekend tournament like that, I would probably make it like a $2,000 prize pool. So I don't think
+1 dragon stacking.
I don't think people
Team dragon stacking.
I don't think people would care that they're playing with randoms if there's like that much money on the line.
I was gonna say like especially like
And to answer Reaper, in my opinion, I'm not answering your question personally, but I would just say nothing feels worse than me than I'm winning early. I start to lose and then I just get outscaled. And it's like, oh, I didn't win hard enough, and now I just lose the game because I got outscaled. So for me, I always think dragon stacking has more impact because I absolutely hate getting outscaled. It
dragon
feels
stacking
terrible.
is like coin flip though, because like
Roman Cloud Soul.
yeah, like I think it's only Ocean and Infernal Soul that are worth.
I think if the first
stacking.
dragon is Cloud, you want to get it as soon as possible.
Yeah, I agree.
How much do you think RSH influenced the circuit through drafting, certain things like freezing, or even just general views on how to play the game? So this is, I can actually answer this question like super like personally. I think that I think Shopkeeper is memed a lot because his team's solo queue elo is very high, and his ideas and stuff are not taken very seriously. Also, I personally believe that Shopkeeper's delivery needs some work, but I think he argues in good faith for like the way he sees the game. Oftentimes I'll hear people say like, okay, get rid of Kino, get rid of Zutter, and put someone of like put someone of like, just a little bit worse skill in there and they'll have, they won't have the same results.
Like I remember watching like the
I
Rush
don't-
versus PTC match because they didn't have Zutter,
Right.
and that game almost went to PTC.
It did.
And,
It
like-
did. But I thought PTC also played really well that match.
Yeah, but they also had a sub top laner, where they didn't even have Megan Foxy that day,
Here's the thing.
Bissell?
Regardless,
and he was off roll top.
I think the ideas. I play a lot of RTSs, so
Yep.
Shopkeeper's ideas translate extremely well to me. So I don't think RSH has influenced the circuit much. I know there are a few players that really like RSH's style, but there are just as many players that don't. I see what Shopkeeper is trying to say. I think he ignores the human element just a little too much for my personal liking, and I think that's probably his biggest like honest critique is that it's like comfort does matter if you're not a pro, and even at a certain level, I remember when like Aphelios came out and pros just did not want to play this champion because he was too complex. And I remember Doublelift just calling everyone out. He's like, it's your fucking job. You get paid tens of thousands of dollars a month. Learn to play the champion. It doesn't matter if you like it. Doesn't matter if it feels uncomfortable. Play it.
I know that.
And I feel like Shopkeeper is more on that level. This is meta. This is strong. This is why it's strong. You will play this. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I do think if you're not into the game as much though, playing comfort is going to deliver you much better results.
I
Yeah.
think. Oh, sorry. I'll let you go first.
I was gonna say similar to that. Like I remember like Bjergsen getting like flamed to crap ton at Worlds for never playing Lucian, and but I think Doublelift went out and said like he was either Doublelift or like an EU player, saying like Bjergsen just like trash at Lucian, and it's like, but that meta last year like Lucian was like insane, so I agree with that. Personally, with Shopkeeper, the only things I've like learned from him, I guess, is like anything involving math, since I'm like really big into math. And then the only other oddball thing was like I always thought of myself at like pretty good at drafting, and I was like didn't know why. And then Shopkeeper had some like weird like couple minute explanation why like drafting relates to like playing like trading card games.
Oh yeah,
And, like,
yeah.
And I've been playing Yu-Gi-Oh for 11 years at like a really high level, and so there's a lot of things with deck building and stuff that relates to drafting. So
Right.
I think that on the question that has RSH influenced the circuit, I think that RSH has influenced SRC the most. They play extremely similar, both those teams. For my team, I think personally, and for maybe other teams, it taught us how to play against that.
Sure.
I
If that
kind
makes
of agree,
sense.
and I like
Because
so
like
I'm interested how
I
you
think freezing
say
is
that.
valuable. I do. I think freezing is valuable. I think that doing it all the time is really bad. Because
It's
like,
always a situation.
it's
like,
very situational. It's just like other stuff. Like, do we leave this tower up? Do we leave this inhib up? Everything's situational. I think, like, the moment I see our bot tier 1 drop and they start freezing, it's okay. Let's just go kill their mid. Like,
let's like group somewhere else, like pressure pair and like
yeah, like let's do something on the map. So like,
because like
Well, strategy games, and that's what League of Legends is. Strategy games always reward aggression. They will never reward total defensive play, or else the game isn't played, right? So, essentially, what you're saying is if there is a freeze going on, you need to find the aggressive play that's worth more
yeah.
than the defensive freeze.
I mean, or even if like the freeze is compounding, right? That's the point of it. It's to compound your lead, right? So then you either have to get an abundance lead somewhere or compound the lead somewhere else. Whether that's freezing or dragon stacking.
Brad made a comment that like the styles are like very different from Rush, but I think SRC and Rush play the exact same on opposite sides of the map, where instead of top jungle being super far ahead, it's like mid AD, and then top and jungle are like supportive, and like even though like the Rush bot lane is like good, and like Shopkeeper is like a good like player, they still play to help top jungle get ahead. They're there's never like I've never really seen a team composition where it's like, yeah, the main carry of this team is Shopkeeper. Where like you'll see games of SRC where COG's playing like Corky or something, and it's like, yeah, he is the like carry. He's gonna get all the farm and gonna be like the main like carry of this game.
Mm-hmm. I'd say so. Yeah. I think I don't want to expand that anymore. I think we kind of
totally
touched on our
fine.
opinions.
I didn't know if there's
Any new
another
ideas for
question or not.
content for season 4 other than the podcasts? For me, personally, I have a lot of stuff planned. It kind of depends how things play out. I've made 2 meme videos before. Well, 3, 2.5, I'll say. And I've...
You know what you should do? You should do a T-Sim Legends. That would actually be so cool. I loved.
that is on the think list. Something like that.
It'd be hard to get all that footage, and it'd be a lot of editing.
Yeah. So I have some things planned. It's just kind of what I want to put my time towards. I know other captains have reached out to me saying that they wanted to do stuff, but I don't know much about kind of what they were or more about what they
True.
they want to do. But
Peanut. True.
what did Peanut say? Let's see.
They don't have a bot. They play like they don't have a bot lane.
Oh, SRC plays like they don't have a bot. Oh no,
RSH plays like they don't have a bot lane.
I'm blind. I think.
Yeah. So.
Oh, I see it now.
Let's see. What other questions are?
Just kind of bouncing stuff off of what we said, I think, for the most part. What was the meme of the year? Family.
Vindy Pride.
To me,
Vinny Pride, no.
to
It's,
meme,
I thought it was funny.
the Shekel Stud meme was the meme of the year.
Oh, you went midlight.
I was
Midlight's
so
dragging you back in. I mean, is that
so
recency
good.
bias, or is that like actually the meme of the year?
I mean, it's like partially recency bias. Like, there's so many memes, it's like hard to remember all of them.
I
But,
think
it's
I-
because like I actually like for people that like
I'm
don't,
actually gonna go through because I remember one that I thought was just absolutely the most deadliest thing I've ever seen in my life.
for people that like don't like know me like that well. Like, I remember there's a point in time, I think it's season 2. Yeah, I think I was talking to Kabos and I was
Oh.
like, man, I'm done with. I hate mid lane. I like really don't enjoy it. That's why I like role swapped to support for like the best of 5 against EXE in the season 2
Yeah.
playoffs. And he was like, I don't understand. It's like, I'm not a mid lane main. Mid lane has always been like a role I enjoy a lot less than AD carry and support. And like, it actually shows like, I don't know if people like actually care or not, but like I'm actually like playing really well, like playing AD carry and solo queue right now. It's so much fun too.
Mhm.
So,
I don't know. You weren't having fun at that Zaya game today. No, that was tragic.
I'm trying to remember what.
I fed the Yasuo.
Yeah, that was different reasons. We're not gonna talk about that today. Like the
diff.
games and normals, I don't care about, but like my games
True.
in solo queue, I like insane. Don't peep at the norms games.
Yeah, Braves logo meme was too strong, but fortunately we lost it.
Man, it's too far
I didn't
away.
lose it. I copy pasted that, and I have that on a sticky note. I can pull that out whenever I want.
I may have also done that actually.
You did too?
I have a private channel on my Discord where I just put a bunch of stuff to remind myself, and I can't put it on there.
It is so sad. It's like
Vinny's just like, these guys are gonna get me. No, anyways, meme of the year. I don't know, but one thing I do know about memes is season 1. Literally, there was pages of memes after each game.
Yeah, they've kind of calmed down now.
We need some more. Like, we need some more memes. I feel, yeah.
that's because
Some players get a little too.
that's because there was one person in particular that made a lot of memes, and they're not here with us anymore.
I think you know what's funny is like, I think there was definitely a time.
wait. You know what meme is the best? Easily the best. Like so much better than the Shekel Stud meme. Win a game to gives fans false
Oh
hope.
yeah.
The EXC meme from
Were you all-
Bearson. That was the best. That meme
Yeah,
lasted so long. They kept winning.
That one
games.
was from Play-Doh Chewer to RSH. That one was an interesting one. But that's not really a meme. That was just pure toxicity. I feel like
Blade was too strong.
yeah.
Yeah. We need more memes.
Yeah.
We had a question there somewhere. 2 dream teams.
Oh my gosh. Carissa, relax.
Stream team or dream teams. I mean, is that like just? I think for me it'd be like if we're playing players from different teams, it'd be Kino, Gensnala.
It's COG every time. Don't
CLG.
it is.
No.
I mean, I don't know.
No.
I don't know. What about Cryptic? I'm kidding. ADC.
Oh, I'm so sorry, Cryptic, but Gum and Bob, I got to answer this.
Well,
It was Zombro and LeChance. Zombro put so much effort into.
What? I get no recognition?
No,
Are you
neither do I though. I wouldn't.
You're a good caster.
I'm good, but I'm not stand out. Zombro.
so unfortunately, I can't be in this race because
Yeah, I know.
casting again.
By the way, I am.
Zombro is different with his casting.
He's different. but-
LeChance was pretty good.
Yeah, I definitely want some more LeChance. I want some more. He casted one series.
Yeah.
Yeah, we need to get that guy back for more. I want more. More
Chance,
LeChance.
Ghost, Code. Oh, I think
Goated.
it's Ghosted. I was like,
Yeah.
oh, Goated though.
Okay, Dream Team though. Let's finish this up quick.
Dream Team. Oh yeah. Kino, Gensnala, CLG. I'm gonna skip ADC for now. Peanut.
You're gonna skip ADC. Why?
It's easy.
Because Gum Bob is a
Alright.
Smurfer.
All right, that's it. That's
He's
it.
playing well now.
Dude,
Alright.
Dream
It's-
Team right
it's-
now.
Yeah, Dream Team.
I'd rather have
Oh.
Gum Bob over Decoy or Fictional and Kabas at this moment in time.
I take Alex Zutter, CLG, Pepsi, and Gabe.
You guys are all.
All right, dude, your
you
team's
guys are
gonna
all troll.
lose.
I'm gonna say mine, and mine is 100% legit.
Okay.
But there's gonna
Like
be
more
a,
legit
I'm gonna,
than
but
his,
I'm-
which is
yes,
fake?
but I'm gonna throw. Then what?
More than his team, which is fake.
Yeah.
Okay.
But mine is gonna have a huge snowball in it. Okay.
Okay.
So, Alex Zutter,
Okay.
Mega Man, Pepsi,
Alex, Sutter, Mega Man. Okay.
and then me.
Pepsi. And me.
Oh, off roll you? Okay.
It's-
all right.
I'm not even off roll.
I mean, you're off roll, but
Okay, if Alex is watching, Alex, I think you're a great player. But, like, guys.
it's who he's paired with. Come on.
Look at his
Stop
team,
it.
Alcove.
Stop
they had
it.
No.
Kato banned half the season.
I mean, Alex is really good, but he's,
All right, all
like,
right.
so
Build
linear.
me. All right, you know what? These are boring. Do a mid-level team.
Okay, mid-level team. Me,
Like,
of course.
no-
me,
no-
me,
Do a
me.
mid-level team.
No player like D4
A team that's
higher.
going to finish 6th. Is that what you're saying?
No, team that's gonna finish 4th.
4th. Okay.
No, your best. No.
Alex?
This is hard. No, I have a hard one. Dream team for the minor bracket.
Oh, but I don't know everyone's.
No, that's no.
I
It's
don't-
easy.
Name
Alex.
a team that's placing 4th
Yeah, I
with
could,
no heavy hitters. So no first or second place in their slot. Yeah.
Robert Sports. Kidding.
Fifth
No,
place.
because you have Nala. You have Nala.
Yeah.
You have Nala.
Gosh, it might be easier to start from the bot lane. Luxion.
Okay.
Well, you have to pair with Solar Mason.
Let's do EXE roster. Luxion.
Is Preston a heavy hitter? Heavy nutter?
Yeah, Luxion. I'll do Solo Mason, yeah. Luxion, Solo Mason. I mean, you could put anyone for mid. Like, you could put me, Burn Victim, and Padawan, I think, and even... No, yeah, because we're all rated about the same.
Yeah.
So you could put any one of us. But I'll just do me because, I'm conceited.
You're right.
And then I'm, like, blanking on junglers. Boxes. Boxes in jungle, and then Preston. And that team would place 4th.
Okay.
Okay. My team will be Gilio.
Oh, I forgot about Gilio.
Yeah, correct.
Rip. Sorry, Gilio.
Jungle.
Even though you're on my team for the Lead, you know.
Yeah. By the way, you fucking try hard. What is that land team?
Dude, I
dude?
just I
That's so
copied
dumb.
I
Wait,
copied Ban
Jungle is-
Corky,
Jungle
pasted
is
it somewhere else.
Jungle is 100% Jig and Jag.
Oh,
Yeah.
dude,
I
it's
was gonna
hard.
say.
If I don't have a
Mid-
list of people in front of me, it's really hard.
Mid, I'll throw.
All right,
Mid,
why
I'll
are
throw Cryptic. Nope.
all right,
nope.
all right,
shh.
all right, all right.
Wait, I can play
80
Gilio again? Nice.
80 carry.
Nice.
I'll do Solo Mason,
Nice.
and then supports. I'll do. Who did you say?
Support, Luxion.
That's too much of a heavy hitter for me. He was like D2. I'll throw a super thing.
I'll
Dude,
take,
literally, season.
I'll take Gilio, Jig, Mega Man, Deadpool.
Mega Man's a heavy hitter.
He's not top,
top three in any role you can.
He's not top 3.
Yeah,
Who is a
a
top
is
3
a-
mid
Top
over Mega Man?
top 3
You
men?
said Deadpool is a heavy hitter.
No, you
No, I
said Mega
didn't.
Man.
Oh, I said Mega Man. Oh, wait, shit. I did say Mega Man, didn't I? Oh,
Okay, I've changed.
all right. Gilio. I'm sorry. Gilio, Jig and Jag.
I think Cryptic or Patty are like. Please don't put me. I don't want
One of
to
us
play
three.
mid
Oh
lane.
yeah, he's not a mid lane anymore. It's
Yeah, I'll take Cryptic. I'll take Cryptic. Deadpool
Deadpool is
and
very solid too.
and
You could do Storyteller maybe.
no, I don't like Storyteller with Deadpool.
Dude, me and Deadpool, we're bot lane for the LAN.
Pie.
We're
Oh,
gonna.
that's a good
That's
option.
what I do.
That's a good one.
Right there. So, I saw something.
No Hampton.
Will we ever find casters out of the circuit like pay for extra casters? I would love to do that. Any of you who've ever worked for me,
Am I not an actual cat?
anyone who's ever,
Dude,
anyone
everyone
who's,
just hates you.
no, anyone who's ever worked for me, or has done any sort of freelance for me knows that if I can pay you, I will. But if you're gonna volunteer, like you, me, you, like these are all in-circuit volunteers, totally fine.
I
If
totally
it's-
volunteer.
Yeah,
Vendy,
I would
Vendy
love.
messages me. It's like, please cast.
I would pay for someone.
you be mechanical reaper.
I would pay for someone if they were here every single week.
Yeah.
But random volunteering, that's just part of the fun of it. But I'm not opposed to something like that.
Before we go to the permaban champ question, I have to ask. So our teams were eerily similar for middle of the pack to season 1 EGL. Would season 1 EGL place 4th in season 3?
No. Not even close.
If me and Ryan had more time, I can confidently say that we would definitely be out of 12 teams, we'd be a top 5 bot lane. But Ryan and I do not have the time to play together.
Just
I think that for me.
See, any of the players that are on EGL know that that's a false statement because Ryan and I do have the time to play together, but Ryan won't, and
what a
I won't. So
I think that for me.
if we did play
like,
together more, we could be a top 5
If
bot
we
lane.
stayed together like last season, this season, like I don't think it's possible for me because like
Wait.
I learned so much.
Wait, are you saying if it's Gilio,
Viz,
Viz?
me.
Wait, that's
you.
not, is that season 1? Oh, it was.
Yeah.
It was.
that's why the
Viz.
first day I thought it was like
Viz is
Viz
low key
Jungle.
so good, but he only plays to the level of the people around him. He's like one of those players, like everyone else has to be playing well. So like
There
if
you
everyone
go.
else is playing
If
well,
you had Solo Mason Jungle, that's the exact thing I thought of.
I thought Eve
That was the most fun land
Eve
we've ever been to.
was probably the nastiest team. If we had all those players right
we only
now,
lost to Madison, and then we're just like
yeah,
really
if
tired.
we
We're
had,
going home.
we don't need the prize pool. All of us have jobs. It was Gilio, Solo Mason, Cryptic, Vindy, Pie, and we're all playing the game hardcore. And we actually had the tournament results to prove that we were that good. That was a very nasty team.
Dude, if we met RSH at a LAN, we'd cry.
Like
Solo Mason, I wish he played jungle.
that team would be a top 5 team.
So if like we stayed, yeah, like I was saying earlier, if we stayed together last season, this season again, like I don't think I could play the level I played to today. Like I
Maybe not.
learned so much from my current environment. Like even like it's a meme. Last season, I was like the worst mid laner in the league, is basically I think where I was rated. And this season, I like got exponentially better myself, and I just think that's something you got to learn in a certain like environment. There was another question that
The
came up, I
permabans?
thought. Oh, permabans.
Are we talking circuit or solo queue? That's an
Just in
important
general, I
question.
think.
Or both.
Where was the permaban comment?
Kabas, no. Peanut asked it. If you could, there's no question mark, so you can't.
Oh, if you could permaban 3 champs, who are they?
Are we talking? Oh,
Why
so
3? Why tempt me with only 3? I don't understand.
Nunu.
Permaban Shin, Seraphine, and 80 Kato. He's already dead. Stop.
That is the funny.
That's so bad.
Oh my gosh, that is hilarious.
Low budget LCS.
Appreciate the shout out, guys.
Hey, LeChance. Hey, hit me up on Discord,
welcome
man.
to
We
the
need to have a
podcast.
conversation. That'd be great.
Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, what would be your 3?
Nunu for sure.
Okay.
Are we talking solo
Wasted.
queue or pro play?
That's not wasted.
competitive.
Nunu's a monster. I hate him. Nunu.
No. Let me rephrase the question for Peanut. What are the 3 champions that are not good for League of Legends? Now go.
Nunu. No.
Really?
Not good for League of Legends. Yasuo
Okay.
and Yone. Actually, both could just go.
They're not healthy for the game. That's what
And
you're
any
saying.
assassin. Just insert random assassin.
So
Okay.
Cryptic's
Alright.
not giving you an extra
All right,
answer, so
that's
I will.
not. That was, yeah.
I'll
So
think while you
I'll
guys
say-
are looking. or
I'll
thinking.
say Teemo, Yumi, Tryndamere.
Tryndamere, Yumi, and Malphite. Those are the 3 I would
See,
get rid of.
I think Malphite is alright. I almost want to throw like, if Alex wouldn't convince me about Singed, I'd throw Singed in there. But like,
Singed is very unique and hard to deal with, but he doesn't. So the reason I get rid of those is Yumi has too much agency and not enough risk. Malphite has too much agency and not enough risk. And Tryndamere, full item. There's almost no champion in the game that can deal with him until we just got Hullbreaker and Anathema's Chains. And I don't want to really count that into the equation. But I don't think Tryndamere's ult is healthy for the game.
I agree for
So-
everything except for like the Malphite, because like I remember watching the. Granted, this is like a pro play thing, but at MSI, Cloud9 like, I think they like either blind Malphite or picked it into top lane Lucian, and like once Malphite gets items, it's supposed to like beat Lucian, but it got destroyed super early, and it was just impossible.
What is something you have learned through the first 3 seasons, either in League or running the circuit?
We can start with Burn Victim because you can do either. Then you can only do one, I think, and I can only do one.
Is that, yeah, as I say, is that pointed towards me specifically, or
I think it's
to
all
all
of us.
3 of us?
Well, because
Reaper?
he specified either or.
Oh, okay, sure.
For me personally, for Reaper's question, it's like I've learned a crap ton because I've been playing a lot of mid for like the 3 seasons now, but since I've already played a lot of AD carry and support, I've been able to attribute those like the things I've learned to mid in like other roles, like wave management, but just like communication and like a bunch of macro stuff, or a bunch of like small things that like really help for team play, and like that's like this is like kind of on topic but off topic, but like I remember when you were recruiting Shekel Stud and I played those games with him, and I was like, yeah, this guy's a god at support, and like you don't know he's a god at support unless you play support and you know what you have to do, and it's like I recognize what he's doing, whereas non-support mains won't recognize what he's doing. So those types of things I've learned just make me like an overall like better player.
I think, yeah. I second just what Burn Victim said. Like, I mean, one of my team members said, I don't remember exactly how they worded it, but there are some things you can do that just scream, I want to lose this game. And so just with that in the back of my head, it's like, what are you going to do within the game to make it so, like, because if the ultimate goal of the game is to win, right? Like, you don't want to make a losing play. So it's just about learning to kind of adapt and use that mentality to be like, how do I make more of my plays winning and not throw accidentally because I'm not thinking enough about it, or I'm not, I haven't experienced this before. So I'd say definitely having a more winning mentality and a winning mindset towards the game. And yeah, macro is just like my macro is a lot better. I just feel like I'm a lot better player in general. I feel potentially easier to work with too. I don't think I tilt less, but that's something Vinny taught me.
Oh boy.
But yes.
I guess I'll answer it from like the perspective of the commissioner as opposed to like a player because I didn't learn shit in season 2 or season 3.
You didn't learn
I
anything in
just-
season 2
I
as a
just
player?
I just play the game. I just play the game.
Yeah,
I don't
know.
like
I'm
to.
teasing.
Oh, hang on. Let's see. This. Oh, let's see what my wife answers. As Vinny's wife, I would say the biggest thing out of all these circuits is that a lot of time was put into making all this happen. I have heard and read comments about the way Vindy made the bracket system. It was definitely interesting, and it's
Season
been a learning
1
phase.
playoffs was the best made playoffs ever.
It's
One
been
best of
this-
5.
How
It's
much
been
did
this-
you pay Decoy?
Thank you, Decoy. You just paid for my dinner. I appreciate that.
I am. Oh my gosh.
It was definitely interesting, and it's all been a learning phase. As each circuit comes and goes, I'm sure things will get much better. Just look back on the first circuit and see how far they come. Yeah, if you guys want to see how the first circuit was,
Double round robin?
go to my YouTube channel, Aaron Gaskins,
For the first game only.
and you can see, the very first game is on there, and it was so scuff.
I'm pretty sure I'm the first death ever in the circuit.
So
You're the first death of the circuit. Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Cody ganked me as Rek'Sai and I died.
So I would say, wait, what just happened? Was there a bet of me saying that?
Yes.
You bet your ass there was.
But he said,
predictable, much like your landing face.
yeah.
I would say Reaper. The two biggest things that I wouldn't say I necessarily learned, but they were reinforced. Was Kabas's quote that I pinned to the
Oh,
server.
that was funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, not funny, but like
Which
I
is-
saw you post that.
Frustration is natural. Mental resilience is not. He posted that really early, and I'm like, hey, I super agree with that. There are a lot of times, and I'm not going to call any particular one person out, but I would say the most frustrating thing of all this was actually dealing with captains, and I feel bad that I'm taking more of a step back and having Kabas and
I
Michael.
am very much looking forward to
It
this.
has been very difficult to deal with some of the captains because I am friends with a lot of them. You get into very tense moments where,
You don't want the friendship to get
you don't want the
ruined
friendship to
by-
get bothered. Which for me, I've been a manager for damn near 8 years, and I hired a lot of my friends. So one of the buddies I played League of Legends with for a long time, I actually let him go. He worked for me here, and then 3 weeks later, I officiated his marriage. So for me, it's not as big of a deal, but I think a lot of the captains who I have relationships with,
It's a big deal for them.
it's a bigger deal for them. And so like trying to be aware of that, like, hey, in my head, once the conversation's done, it's over. We're moving on. But I think some people have had a harder time dealing with that. And I want to say on the flip side, I've been very impressed with problem solving skills by some of these captains. Specifically when IPT had to make an emergency signing. We deliberated for about an hour.
No, it was longer than that.
Yeah, maybe it
that
was.
was a while.
It was longer than that, and
So
it was.
We were
long.
there for like 3 hours.
It was. We deliberated for a long time because
We wanted to get it right.
we wanted to get it right, but it was the captains. The captains were wanting to, look out for themselves because this was directly affecting their games. But me running the circuit, I had to look at it for like, what's the circuit's health going to look like? So I would say like learning, I guess, reinforcing the concept of like
That's how the
trying to handpick my captains has been very important because this is just a Sunday league. No matter how much money is going to be involved, like I can just cock block a team if I don't like the way they operate, and I always want to keep it like that because I'm never going to make enough money where it's like I'm dealing with the bullshit, but I'm getting paid. Like this isn't that. It's too grassroots to be that, and I'm fine with that. I am truly fine with that. But
No.
no.
yeah, but there is, so I would say that's one big thing. Second big thing was, and this was a little bit of foolishness on my part, was just assuming that everyone could make their scheduling just happen. And like, so having like a set day was like, no problem. Hey man, if you know you're playing every Saturday, just work around that. To me, I just do it. But I guess I'm just more flexible than the average person, I've come to learn. Not that it's bad that you're unflexible. I just didn't realize how flexible I actually am. So I will definitely work to make sure that everyone feels like they're flexible and they're not losing sets because someone had to work and
Yeah.
couldn't get out of work. So, yeah.
What was your
Mechanic
most
Reaper's question?
poggers moment of the season?
I have a couple. So
Okay.
my two,
I have none. So
my two recent. Well, one of them's cheating. Two of them are very recency bias. So, one of them was game 5 of U versus SRC when
Oh, the
you
flash.
Balls of Steel?
You flash,
Bro.
no, you flash QE'd CLG, ulted him, and he tried to flash away, but he got one shot.
Yeah.
And that got you the Ocean Soul in game 5. That was like a big dig flash.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, when
Uh,
we were rushing down mid.
yeah,
and-
that was
and
clean.
We just, I
The
turned
other
over
one,
the wall.
Yeah,
recency
yeah.
bias, was
Thank you.
also having to throw like a little bit of like positive at myself for playing mid. But so in our series on Saturday, I had an Azir shuffle where you killed KXO, you and no.
What? Oh, sorry. No.
Yeah, it was you and Genzanala killed KXO bot lane, and we were like running up, and I was like, I have no idea where they are. It's like all like dark vision for me, but I'm gonna go over here and shuffle, and then like I
Oh,
did it perfectly to like hit you guys and like shuffled
Yeah.
you back, and that was like, and then we had like the 6 Seraphine ulti.
And then I lived.
The one that's cheating because it's not one play, it's a lot of plays. Was Gilio for the entire game of him playing Set versus
yeah.
SSC.
Oh yeah, that was.
Oh, yeah.
No, the moment he one shot 3 people on the ABT,
Yeah.
that was the best moment in the
Was-
entire circuit.
Was the SRC game? What? Okay. Was the Alcove game the best game of groups? EGL versus Alcove.
I don't
don't-
remember it.
That was
I
the
don't know.
first pre-recorded game we did, and we came back from 3 inhibitors being down.
Oh no,
I
No, we
think-
hate
I
that. we don't like that here.
Our game, I can't remember game 3 and 4, but those games are
Those
so
ga-
close.
Dude, yeah, no. If
Those
you
so
want to
intense.
top that, just like an Eddie Roman game. It's just-
All right, fair enough.
No, I'm kidding. But
I
like,
thought, okay, maybe it's the greatest comeback of.
I mean, technically, Bray versus Roman game 3, like that is the closest a game will ever get.
Oh.
PTC versus
Oh, yeah,
FN.
Yeah,
no.
PTC versus
That was
FN,
last
right.
season, wasn't
but that
it?
was last season.
Yeah,
but-
that was last season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right. Well,
of
hey.
the season.
Yeah, I was gonna say, are there any like last
Last minute questions because
Comments?
unfortunately we're gonna have to lock up and get out of here. I thought, I personally, I know I played in obviously, but just from a gold being down 3 inhibitors,
Yeah,
stealing 2 barons. We sold 2 barons to stay in that
Yeah.
game.
That was it was good. It was good. But I think
Yeah.
for me the most poggers moment was Gilio one-shotting 3 members on the new team. That
Yeah.
was just
That's
insane.
pretty.
I
damn
remember
stupid.
when the stream, like as I
Mathematically
was
correct.
casting that game, when the stream glitched out because the game was over, I just looked at press. I was like, they did it.
Yep,
It was like,
yep.
oh my god. So that was wild.
That's awesome.
I don't know how delayed is the chat. Say when no.
It's not that
Not
delayed.
that
It's
delayed.
like 5
Okay.
seconds,
And I
so.
assume no one else has any questions.
Yeah.
I'll wait like another 10 seconds and then in
Yeah.
awkward silence until.
That's like the shortest Roman Rift in a long time.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean that's what happens
Well,
when you do
it's
it
live,
Yeah.
and I gotta lock up. So.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is like an hour and a half past Vindy's bedtime.
Reaper asked the questions here, so I don't think there's any
Alright.
more.
So if there's no more questions from Reaper, then there's no more questions.
There's no more question. There
All
can't be. But anyways, thanks everyone for watching. It was very fun. This was new, and we actually might do it more often. But we'll see. You gonna play EGL for T or
No.
EGL TFT?
But if you want to play for FN,
Yeah, actually, can I plug something real quick?
Go for
I
it.
am.
There is a TFT circuit that is starting up in like 3 weeks. I will be posting details. It's only at the arcade
Legends of
though.
Runeterra circuit. Thoughts?
No.
Me and
No.
Reaper have been playing a lot of that.
I
recently.
know.
It's fun.
We need a chess
but
circuit
There
first.
will be a TFT circuit in person here at the arcade.
Do you have something against card games?
I don't
motorcycles?
play them, so it's easier for me to run stuff that I play as of right
That's
now.
true.
But anyway, so I will be posting info in that. There will be, it will run very, if any of you play Smash, it will run very similar to Smash Weekly. It's going to be like a $10 venue and then like a $5 bracket. So like you can win cash day of. It'll be a lot of fun.
Oh, easily.
Yeah.
Okay. TFT circuit.
Yeah.
Well, thank you all for watching today. I appreciate it. We all appreciate it. And like I said, this is the last episode for season 3.
Yep.
And since season 4 is shorter, we won't have 6, but we will definitely try to do at least 1 or 2.
Free agency opens next Monday.
Free agency opens Monday. Wow.
That was the best day ever. Was the first day
just
of
the
free
entire
agency.
yeah.
That's my favorite day.
There was a
of
lot of
every
memes
season.
that day.
No, I could speak for a lot of people. At least I feel like that in terms of like
Hypeness?
social medias, Discord is like up there.
Yeah.
It's like better than Facebook. It's like
Yeah.
all right, wake up in the morning. What's the first thing I do? Gotta check the EGL Discord.
Honestly, though,
Yeah.
like really, like I
Yeah.
during free agency, it was like I had to check it. Like it was like
yeah,
this is interesting.
You
stuff.
got to watch. And I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lot of movement.
It's hype to see new.
There's going to be a lot of movement. There's going to be a lot of new faces joining.
Nice.
And I hate to say this is like a FOMO situation, but unlike season 3, where there's a long free agency, it's going to be short.
Fire Nation.
And make sure you're on a team, because there's a lot of people wanting to play in season 4, especially now that it's free.
Yeah, Vinny is just as excited for the start of a free agency as he is to be a dad.
I'm more excited to be a dad. The free agency only happens like once or twice a year, and it's a great It's a
like,
great day.
It's like
And-
Christmas in July.
Well, I started at 12:01 a.m. too.
Yeah.
So,
Dude,
like,
when it started
I-
last year, me, Solo Mason, and Patty
yeah.
were at
Oh,
Perkins.
A
We were
ton of
wa-
people wait
we were
because I stay up late that night, and it just gets
So Sunday night.
crazy. Oh yeah, Sunday.
Okay.
It'll be Sunday night. So 12:01 a.m.
Party at Perkins, everyone. We're going to
will
Perkins
be a
Saturday
crazy-
night or Sunday night.
Yeah.
Celebrate
So.
the Roman win over RSH and free agency.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah.
If Roman wins, I'll pay. By the way, I'll pay for everyone.
All right.
If Roman wins.
Yeah.
With the winnings.
It's
Yeah,
more of a
with the winnings.
it's more of a Nooks angle Sunday night.
no
but
Perkins. Perkins
that's
is
fine.
always. Anyways.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, Teddy's ace.
All right, you guys. Well, with that, we're
Yeah.
gonna go ahead and close it
Thank
up.
you guys very much for watching episode 6 of Roman the Rift. We will catch you guys next time. Thank you very much.